Hello and welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So, here we are in Carnival Night Zone, and this level is probably my favourite part of Sonic 3, seriously. Even before I knew that the music sampled Michael Jackson's Jam. Yeah, it doesn't just sound like Jam, it actually samples part of it. Namely, after it goes that beat. So yeah, with that said, yeah, this is actually my favourite level, partially because of both types of music. Although I do kind of prefer in the final version Act 1 over Act 2, because this is where the Michael Jackson Brad Buxer music really kicks in Sonic 3, and even in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because I haven't mentioned the boss theme, have I? No. So yeah, the boss theme is different in the original Sonic 3, the original half of Sonic 3, so yeah, it has kind of more of, well, of a sound to a Michael Jackson song from the 90s, for example, so yeah. If you want my honest opinion there. So yeah, and even has the Michael Jackson, although apparently the whoopee is not from Michael Jackson. I actually thought it was, to be honest, when I heard about the thing. Seriously, but apparently it's not. The come on definitely isn't, because, well, have you ever heard of any Michael Jackson's music? He just says chum on. Anyway, that being said, yeah, and you can see why this is a bunch of fun. Even plays the circus sort of music in the final version. Seriously, which is littered throughout as well, which is weird because the prototype music, especially Act 2, is a lot more upbeat than even this, and this is pretty much upbeat actually. But the annoyance in this level, in Act 1 at least, are the various badniks and the crushing, dare I say, barrels. Seriously, one of which will make itself known in Act 2. You know which one I mean. Anyway, that being said, yeah, the Batbots I don't like, the Spikes I don't like, the Clam Robots, not too bad actually. Yeah, but the Batbots, yeah, I don't like them. So yeah. And given that I just went through a giant ring, I have more than enough rings, so I am not going to activate Supersonic yet. No, that will have to wait, I think, for the boss. But we'll get to that. But now I want to go through here and get a few more rings, and maybe a 1-up, given that I have 98 rings. No, maybe not a 1-up. Okay, yeah, 1-up. Anyway, that being said, yeah. Yeah, the original music is the prototype music, so a lot more beat than the even that. But never mind that, I guess. But yeah. And I am bouncing all over the place, seriously. But other than the obvious, in this level at least, ties to Michael Jackson, the prototype music is more upbeat. Yeah. Especially Act 2's, seriously. Because if there's any drawback I can say about the Michael Jackson, Brad Buxer music in Sonic 3, it is the fact that Act 2 is just a straight up reskin with less instruments. I can't really call it a remix, because, I mean, the Act 2 remixes for the first 3 levels sound quite a bit different than the ones in for the last 6 levels in Sonic 3. So yeah, the instruments in Act 2 of certainly the final version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles are almost the same, just a bit more sparse in areas. Seriously, that's the only difference, really. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to it much as a kid, but having watched that documentary on YouTube, I think around 2009 and everything. But yeah, the main reason why many people believe that up until now in 2022 that Sonic 3 and Knuckles has not been released is kind of down to the Michael Jackson estate not letting Sega use their music, I guess. I guess it makes sense. But maybe the prototype music would appear then. Certainly, apparently there is the choice to change music in Sonic 3 and Knuckles in Sonic Origins, which I've heard of. I don't know if it's true. I think it is, but never mind that. Seriously. But now we're in Act 2. There was a lot more water in Act 2, and especially near the beginning of the level and the middle of the level. Because there's a huge section where Knuckles turns off the power. And indeed, it is a good thing I have the bubble shield here. If I didn't have Supersonic, keep in mind Supersonic can breathe underwater without too much trouble in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It would be harder, seriously. Also, another thing of note with the, dare I say, the 360 version, which will soon be removed from the Xbox Xbox on Live Arcade. Seriously, due to Sonic Origins being a thing. I think I got it when I did, and I didn't even know it was being removed, to be fair. You can't actually use the save thing, instead you have save states. Which is kind of a mixed bag. Anyway, this is where Knuckles turns off the power. Seriously. And he has an invisible wall. Apparently he's also a mime! Is the Red Echidna, so yeah. This episode, by the way, will be very short. Because of the fact that I did a bit of the next level Ice Cap Zone before pretty much giving up. But we'll get to that. But yes, this is the underwater segment. With Supersonic, he kind of moves at the same speed as regular Sonic. So yeah, I don't know why I am worried about getting any of those robots. Especially since, as I say, Supersonic can actually breathe underwater. Seriously. If there's anything that I do wish that would happen, like all of them, I do like the yellow balloons actually glowing. I'm guessing that's to do with the color palette. But anyway, the thing I do miss is Sonic having, or Supersonic having its own theme, seriously. Because all that plays in both Sonic 3 and Knuckles and the original Sonic 3, well, not the original, that's the prototype, the standalone Sonic 3 is the invincibility theme, seriously. And it can be quite confusing. Especially since the music used in the prototype is probably one of the coolest songs I've ever heard in a Sonic game. Seriously. But yeah, I'm running short on rings. I may well have to find either a big ring or something else. Anyway, off to the right here is the bane of my and many other Sonic players' existence, the Barrel of Doom. And I was stuck on this quite a bit as a kid. All you have to actually do to solve this puzzle is to go up and down. I honestly thought you had to jump multiple times to get off the said barrel, and I never got past it. Only my uncle knew how to get past this, seriously. And he was quite the hardcore gamer back in the 90s. Seriously. He even had his own Mega Drive with Sonic 3, so yeah. But that being said, yeah. This that battle was a bane of my existence. It is why I could not get past it. And why, for a long time, I only played Knuckles stage, and indeed, well, can't even think now, and, whenever I play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so yeah. It is only after the advent of the internet that you could go up and down on that thing. Seriously, because there was no game facts back in 1994. Or if there was, it was on dial-up, and dial-up took ages. Seriously. Don't remind me of dial-up internet. I am of an age when I am old enough to remember dial-up internet. It was another bane of my existence, should I say. So yeah, I'm saying this because it's quite a long journey towards the boss. But anyway, yeah. And well, you know, Knuckles is here again. He'll make us warp up to where Eggman is. Yeah, we're not fighting Knuckles until much later on. Anyway, here is Dr. Eggman. What he will do is try and drop this ball on you and create a force field. With Supersonic, he's a joke again because of the extra height. And so, yeah, seriously, he's a joke. If you try and beat him normally, it will take you, I think, about a minute and a half, maybe longer, which I've already spent 5 of which getting through here. So, after that, we go to the right. This cannon will take us to the next little ice cap zone, where we'll go in the next episode. So I'll see you then. Goodbye!